riddle me this before I do this review. If you had the power to hypnotize your principal, what would you do? Honestly, if I had the power to hypnotize my principal, I'd make him think that he's a pig. That would be pretty funny. Anyway, now that we're done, hello YouTube, it's the F-Man here, and today I'm going to be doing a review, since it's a 3-week anniversary of when this movie came into theaters. The movie that inspired me to make my own comic books, and yeah, basically, I'm talking about Captain Underpants, the first epic movie. Now, many of you might not like this since it's got toilet humor in it. Well, I respectfully disagree. I like this movie. It's been 3 years since it came out, and it's very clever. But sure, I do think that they just took a few books and a few of the previous books and those books and mushed them in together and made the movie. But hey, at least I liked it. I liked the movie. You know why? This is the reason why I started the F-Man's Inc. That and Scrappy Doo, which, by the way, leads me to these. You may not see them, but I made them myself. It's I Love Scrappy Doo shirts. Made it myself. Anyway, I'm not going to do a product placement today. Hey, unless me introducing you to the shirt is, but I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm not going to do product placement soon. Anyway, I love this movie. It was the best ever since 3 years ago. At first, I thought I was not too sure about it, considering the fact that I had no idea. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real with you guys. When I get introduced to new things, it kind of scares me. I just don't like new stuff, okay? And I know right now it looks like I'm picking something. Sorry. I'll stop. I'm sorry. Anyway, I wanted to review this. Yeah, Captain Underpants. And personally, I really wish that this movie won an Oscar. But sadly, though, that was Coco, which, by the way, is also a good movie. I'll review in a future episode. Anyway, so yeah, it's got like a few trailers to new movies in 2017, like Boss Baby, Despicable Me 3. I think that's basically. I don't know. It's got a few deleted scenes, and anyway, I wanted to talk about the characters: Captain Underpants, Mr. Krupp, George, Harold, Old Melvin, and Professor Poopy Pants. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to talk about my favorite character. It's Captain Underpants, one of my favorite superheroes of all time. I'm sure his only superpower is just flying through the air, but it's the thought that counts of what I think of Captain Underpants. And his origin is strange. I like it. Yeah, and yeah, sure, he can be a bit dumb, but hey, he's awesome. I love this guy. He's the greatest, you know? Oh, anyway, I want to talk about George and Harold next. Now, we all know that George and Harold are goofy, wacky, good kids. It's that had a laughing run, that run like miles with their laughing and their pranks always getting them into trouble, you know. Oh, but hey, they're 11 years old, right? Any kid at that age would get themselves into some mischief. What? No, I'm a bit busy doing a review. That was my cousin. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, they're just two wacky, lovable goofballs. I love how these two team up, you know? Oh, they're really good kids. I love their treehouse. I love of those characters. You know, it's like, you know. Oh, and now I want to talk about Mr. Krupp. We all know mean old Mr. Krupp. The guy who hates anything fun. Comic books, recess, Christmas, maybe kittens. And I know that was a line from a movie. From the movie. Anyway, so yeah, it's basically cool. Although I like it that he had some changes instead of being a jerk. Honestly, I like the change on Krupp. He has more personalities because, no offense, but in the Netflix series of Captain Underpants, Mr. Krupp is so annoying. By God, is the Mr. Krupp in the Netflix series of Captain Underpants annoying. Don't worry, I still love the Netflix series of Captain Underpants. I love anything that has Captain Underpants in it, you know? Oh, I love it that they gave him a bit of a change in the movie that demonstrates that he's more than a mean old dude. You know, maybe the reason why he's a jerk in the movie is because he's lonely, which they demonstrate because George and Harold hook Mr. Krupp onto Edith, the lunch lady, who is voiced by the girl who did Louise from Bob's Burgers, Mabel from Gravity Falls, and was it Carol her name was? I don't know. She was in Last Man on Earth. And let me just say, I love this actor. She's cool. She's played in other great roles. And Dave Pilkey, if you're ever listening to this, thank you for making this franchise. I swear, you inspire so much, Dave Pilkey. Okay, you know, it would be an honor to meet you in person, you know? Oh, 'cause you're the man. And, you know, you should be the god of comic books, you know? You should be the god of superheroes. Because you, my friend, are an amazing man. And when it comes to this franchise. Anyway, I want to talk about Professor Poopy Pants. Well, okay, he's a mean dude, even worse than Mr. Krupp. But I do say he's very cool. He's played in some other roles, like that abusive circus man, and from The Secret Life of Pets 2. And was that all? I don't know. Oh, I don't know much on the actor who plays him. Either way, great job on the person who played Professor Poopy Pants. Yeah, Professor P.P. Diarrheenstein Poopy Pants Esquire. That really rolls off the tongue. No wonder they call him Poopy Pants. Anyway, so yeah, that was his entire plot of the movie is to wipe out laughter. You know, and Melvin, he's barely a memorable character. I mean, he's appeared in the books like so many times. In fact, in the Netflix series, he gets like more screen time than Mr. Krupp. I don't know. I mean, Melvin's kind of annoying in the Netflix series as well. I mean, I understand because they're the villains, and villains are supposed to be unlikable, you know? I mean, in the Netflix series, I don't see Melvin as a jerk. I just see him as a young boy, you know? I mean, I don't hate Melvin in the Netflix series, but I do find him a bit annoying, okay? Because ever since episode 6 of season 1 of the Netflix series of Captain Underpants, all Melvin has ever been saying is, I want to go to Elite Naughty Academy. And then his future self came out trying to get him to go, even though, honestly, I don't know why he's spending most of his time trying to get into a dumb academy. I mean, this dude makes robots. This dude makes anything. Sure, they backfire and junk, but still, this dude can make anything. And not once, Leonardo Academy never said a word to Melvin. Seriously, that dude made like a machine that makes farts sentient. That dude makes like DJ Robot mechs. I mean, if you ask me, I feel like Melvin does deserve to go to that academy. But at the same time, I feel like he's too good to go to that academy. I mean, seriously, if Melvin ever does get invited to that academy, I'll be like, well, I'll tell you something, Lady Naughty Academy. Melvin's too good for your school. You kept rejecting him and being all, that. Even though, seriously, that dude makes inventions at such a young age. Like Professor Poopy Pants said Ed, when he made the shrinking and enlarging Ray, he should be famous. He should be dating supermodels twice his size and doing the talk shows. He should be protecting baby seals. It's like, why don't accept him? He may be annoying, but he's certainly a gifted young kid, and I don't feel like he's that evil. I mean, it's revealed in the season 2 season finale. He doesn't see himself as a monster. I mean, sure, he does do some bratty things. Don't get me wrong, Melvin is a bit of a brat, but at the same time, he's just a kid, I mean, deep down in that brain of his, he's just sad and alone. I mean, don't forget, that kid doesn't have any friends in the show. Oh, hell, his own parents tried to hook him up with Gooch, was it? Was his name Gooch? I don't know. Oh, and the Halloween special, because he's a lonely boy, because deep down, I think Melvin is just sad. I mean, he didn't know what he did wrong. He doesn't see himself as a terrible person in the Netflix series. He's just too young to understand. I mean, he may be a genius, but still, even gifted minds can be all like, what is wrong with me? I mean, seriously, when you're questioning about your own existence, it's like... Anyway, his goal in the movie is to get extra credit. That's it. Oh, and he has no sense of humor, even though he has a weird one in the Netflix series. Oh, and I forgot to mention about Captain Underpants' goal and George and Harold's goal and Mr. Krupp's goal. Anyway, Captain Underpants' goal is just be a superhero, be the whole thing of the franchise. The best part of the movie is with Captain Underpants in it. George and Harold's goal is to make sure Mr. Krupp doesn't separate them, and Mr. Krupp's goal is to try and separate them. Oh, anyway. So, yeah, Captain Underpants is great. 10 out of 10. Amazing score. If honestly, if the people who give Oscars to people, personally, if you ask me, I feel like Coco and Captain Underpants both deserved an Oscar at that day. Because those two movies are awesome. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10 for Captain Underpants. And I'll give you my review on Coco in a future episode. Like, and don't forget on this video to like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and share it with other people, Oh, and help me save Scrappy Doo. Bye!